So it's basically another day living in paradise. It's about 10 in the morning. I got to sleep in a bit today. It's not too hot, got a couple dark clouds. I think those are going to burn away today. I don't care if there's clouds. It stops the sun from beaming on it. And about 2 in the afternoon, it gets the sun hits here. That's when it gets hot. So, this piece here, I can't wait to, that piece right there, I cut it up yesterday from Tyler's chair. I can't wait to carve a tiki table. Give my buddy James there a shout out when I do that in Australia. So it'll be like a standing tiki table kind of thing. I don't know. Anyways, my plans might change. But today, I don't care if I got to spend all day on this. Today I'm going to work on this Griffin Eagle. Yep. I know. So what I tried to do is I tried to give it thicker wings. It didn't quite turn. Let me give you a bigger view here. It didn't quite turn like I wanted them to stick off the eagle. I could carve this, do a friggin' undercut in here to kind of make the wings seem separated from the body, but I tried to get the head to be farther off the wing. I'm kind of stumped about what I'm going to do for the legs. I think I'm just going to carve all this away, and give him some talons, like so he's sitting on his legs. His legs would be on the side here, and then just make the talons come out from under the body. That's an easy way to do it. That's how I normally do my owls. I do want to thin out his neck here, so you can see that orange pin there. I'm going to cut all this wood away. If it turns out to be a Griffith, or Griffin, whatever you call it, that's okay. I'm fine with it. I think it's neat either which way. But so what I'm going to do is I got my 170 here with the 16-inch cannon bar on it. I'm going to remove this wood away, see if we can make this neck a bit thinner. I don't have a good enough replica picture for that, but I just kind of looked at this picture, the beak, and where you see how that feather's underneath the beak. That's just kind of how I looked at that, and I compared it to the eye. Anyways, I'll get this cut and then I'll be back. You know, I just want to say, I always learn best when I make mistakes. At least I try to realize that I made a mistake and how I made my mistake. What was the mistake that I made? And sometimes I have to make that mistake 20 times to realize that was the mistake that I made, if anybody makes sense of that. So you learn from my mistakes, everybody. So this thing here, it's a mistake. The whole thing, let me blow it off here. The whole thing's a mistake. But it's okay. Let me give you the wider view. It's okay because I'm trying to learn. See how the head's thinner now? Everything, nothing on this piece is to scale. Everything is so thrown out of scale, it's unfreaking believable. But it's okay. I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna persist to make this somewhat of a something kind of bird. We'll name it. I'll think of a name for it when I'm carving it. Bet you just carved Rob's laughing right now. Lots of you people might be laughing. I don't care. Laugh as much as you want to do. As much as you want to laugh. Because the thing is, I'm going to keep on trying with eagles. I'm going to keep on making the mistakes. And the more mistakes I make, the better I'm going to get. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, let me get a pen set up. I'm going to texture the wings. I'm going to get all this crap done. Just do your basic textures on the wing feathers and stuff. And then I'll give them some things here and then some things here. And then we'll work on the face. Like, I gave it a tail. Look at this bad cut. right here. Bad cut Johnson. So what did I do? I got a bad cut there, just equaled it out and did a bad cut on the other side. Whoa. Okay, so I'll get these textures in the wings. Maybe I'll do a time lapse. I'm not too sure. I like to more concentrate on the face, the beak and stuff. I could take this beak, this beak could still go thinner. Pretty thin, actually. We'll figure it out. So this is your standard wing pattern, like a line here. Then you do the crisscross cuts up here, whatever you want to do. Then you do your little swoosh things here. Then you got the longer feathers. You can do it 1, 2, 3, then 4. But I'm just doing 2 here because, well, slow down, Jordy. Slow down. Okay, I got all my tools set up for the die grinder, power tools. Here's what we got. This thing's like, it's kind of perching this way. I wish the whole thing was leaning more forward, but I just kept on removing wood there. It's far from perfect. It's totally off scale. I don't care, because this video is not really about, well, for me, myself, carving is not about really the wings or the body. I do need to figure out, work on, I cut the talon shorter. You see? There, how's that? That's a silly, it's too thin down there. It's like the friggin' worm owl that I do, the caterpillar owl. But I really want to focus on trying to do a good face. That's what this video is about, and that's what this carving's about for me. Like I said, make a longer neck so his head's not so low on the wing. I don't know what else I can say. I need to bring this eyebrow up to match the other side because I was just curving too crazy. Lots of stuff to do. So I'm going to do a time lapse. I don't know how well the time lapse is going to be. These are going to be the tools that I'm going to be using. Here's the slow down, Jordy. Here's the die grinder David Grass bought me. It is the GD0800C with the 1/4 inch Kutzall extreme flame burr in there. It's not zooming in. Then I got this one, the same die grinder. These are expensive, these die grinders, but if you're going to get serious in the chainsaw carving, I suggest buy one. So this has a little saber tooth burr in there. This is your standard Makita die grinder. There's no number on it. I don't know where it is. This has Manpa tool eyeball cutter in there. See how it's round in there? I got a cheap Boss flap sander. I think this is 80 grit on here with the flap sanding backer thing. Just your standard Dremel 4300 with the Kutzall extreme flame burr on there. A sander like this for the beak with, I don't know, that's 80 grit or something. Your coffee, your cigarettes, your ear pods, a torch with the torch head, and this flap sander. It's ready rot, so here's a drill. Here's a drill, okay? Ready rod, this is just PVC piping so you can hold it and it doesn't burn your hand. Flap sander, this is just like belt sanding stuff. I might need to change it. Just cut up belt sander with a locking nut in the top and 2 locking nuts in the bottom, and I glued those locking nuts in the bottom in place so they'll never move. So that's that. So I guess I'm gonna start carving. by Jordy Johnson at Carving Fusion. It's the world's first turkey rooster eagle pet. The world's first ever. What do you guys think about that? Big applause for Jordy Johnson at Carving Fusion. What a beautiful piece. Look at those wings, how they do that. And here you go. The world's first ever turkey parrot rooster eagle. Now, Jordy, why don't you give it a burn and see if we can make it look any better? All right, so I finished it, even though once this part right down here, I should have taken my time. I said, nah, you know what? I'm just going to keep cutting until I think I'm good. But then I realized I cut too much, and I realized it was over. I tried to do good eyes, but I reverted to my older eyes here. I like the wing pattern. Cut deep in there, right? Like get these big things. Those fluff out of there. Here's the back wing pattern. You got his tail here. It's definitely not an eagle. And I like how I did this. I kind of thought of Steve Kinzora when I did this big, thicker eagle, what would it be called? A mane or an eagle head dress. So these would be, if it was a bald eagle, this would be white feathers. This would all be white. I don't care. It's I practiced. I made a lot of mistakes. I made some good choices, but let's see. I made a lot of mistakes. I made some good choices. I was able to bring my head up higher. I was able to make the beak smaller and thinner, maybe too thin. It's silly as hell. It's a friggin' turkey, rooster, eagle, hawk, seagull. I don't care. I really don't care. Wood carvings are special, everybody. Do not burn your pieces. This is mine. I don't know how many carvings I've done, but I don't burn pieces. I even signed it because wood carvings are special. Even if it's not that great to you, somebody might really like it. So I know a perfect place for this. I should put it in the spirit trails is actually what I should do. Have fun. Who cares if you screw up? Like I said at this beginning of this video, you don't learn. I myself, and everything's my opinion. I do not learn. No, I do learn from my mistakes. I learn from my mistakes. I have to make that same mistake maybe 15 times to finally figure it out. I'm not as fast as everybody upstairs when it comes to this stuff, right? So I just kind of go at my own beat and do my own thing. Big shout out to Amy Jo. She just, I sent her a picture. She sent me a message. We chat. She's married and stuff like that. It's all good. She sent me I sent her a picture of this. She messaged me. I sent her a picture of this. And she goes, oh, it's awesome. I says, no, it's not, Amy. She goes, oh, you should see my eagle. It looks like a rooster. I said, that's a funny thing because I just was filming on this thing and I called it a rooster eagle. Shout out to Amy Jo. And thanks to everybody for the kind words about Spike. He's doing pretty good. And it makes Spike feel really good. He's probably the most supporting guy for YouTube out there. So, see it here. Long live the turkey, eagle, rooster thing. So I'm not that happy with this. So what do I do when I'm not happy? Well, carve a wood spirit. That's what I do. It's not like I'm not happy with it. I'm just like, wish it could have been better. I'm gonna rearrange here, clean up a little bit. Carve a wood spirit. I don't care. You know something? I could cut this in half right there, and it would look good as just like a top part of an eagle. Let's see. Like that right there. And this can sit on somebody's shelf. But I don't care. It's a turkey, eagle, fish thing. Anyway, rooster. Anyways, I decided I'm going to look at all these slabs I got. Some are 6-inch, some are 3-inch, some are 4-inch. That one there's like 8 inches. They're all going to be Christmas trees. Might as well start the Christmas trees, or trees. So I got that one drawn out. It's going to be a straight tree. You can see there I got the, the trunk drawn on. When I do my trees, I start them upside down. I carve my trunks out first. Makes more sense, because if you don't carve your trunk out first, that's in a jaw horse. If you don't carve your trunk out first, well, when you flip, if I cut this out first, these two sides of the tree, and make it a thin tree up there, when I put that little thin piece in the jaw horse, it could break. That's why I flip it around, cut the friggin' trunk first. Then I cut the tree. Does that make sense? So trees can come in all different shapes and sizes. You know, this is a straight tree. You can have them blown over. You can have a long trunk with a square bottom and kind of do it like the way Ryan Cook does it. I don't know how thick this is. This is probably like 4 inches. I'll probably just do a time lapse. But you know, like Christmas trees, I didn't really make any or sell any last year. I kind of got sick of them because the year before I did like 110 or something. But they're big sellers. If you can get some slabs from your mill or something for cheap, then you just put some. I'm not going to drill the holes for Christmas lights. I might do like a couple of videos for fence board Christmas trees. But normally these Christmas trees, if this wasn't so thick, maybe if I had 1.5 inches, I'd cut it and then drill the holes and put the little dollar store lights in there. But I'm not going to do that this year. I'll just sell the trees a bit cheaper. that's done. Now you got a solid piece to put in your drawers. Brenda, now it's solid to go in your drawers. Where's my battery saw? Ooh, it's smoky here. I'm going to take a break. Okay, so you can see the trees, I quickly blocked it out. This has more swoosh and this side doesn't matter. Now, I did these deeper cuts here. You guys can remove this wood under here, then do that, or you can just, let me give you an example. Now we'll come to the other side and we'll remove the wood. Okay, now you're all set up to carve your branches in. So what I do is I go down one side. I use the edge of my bar. Let's see if we can get this on screen here. Okay, what might be a little bit missing from the top there. I use the edge of my chain and just scrape it. Actually, see how I go under this branch and I come out. Make sure it's on screen. Don't hit Don't hit your jaw horse. I hit my jaw horse there. Okay, kind of make sure you're happy with the way it's going. That looks pretty good. Then we'll just switch to the other side. Fire the camera, man. Okay, it's just a propane torch. It's a lot faster if you had like a bigger weed killer torch or whatever they call them. Tiger torch. I always burn the trunk more to kind of give it a different color than the tree. I'll burn under here too. Okay, I'll get my flop sander and my dust mask on and we'll sand it. Come on. That's it. Sign the back. That's it. Just sign the back of it. There's a Christmas tree. Let's see. Okay, sign it. Jordy Johnson with my J there. There it is. I'm going to do another one. I got a smaller board here. Hold on a second. I'm going to grab it. I just got this little piece of scrap board. I'm going to carve like a Ryan Cook tree, square down here with a trunk, and then a tree up here. I won't film. It'll probably bore you guys. But anyways, there's a tree. So, another good tip I learned from Mr. Cook. Fuck, that's a loud plane. So this tree took about the same amount of time as that tree. How long did that take me? 10, 20 minutes. This is like a Ryan Cook style tree. I don't know whoever makes these trees, but I learned this style from Ryan. He said a good tip, you know, look, this smaller tree, people might put them on their fire mantles. So always try and make sure you carve the bottom too. But so there's that. There's two quick trees. I got about another 60 more to carve. I think I'm going to be done carving for today because, well, the sun's starting to come in here. It gets hot. But I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my carving area and I'm going to bring in the piece that I'm going to start tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, I don't know. There you go. I think I'm going to send a picture of these trees to the lady that has a store in Ladner. Ask her if she wants to start selling, because she's selling some of my carvings. Ask her if she wants to start selling some trees too. So anyways, I will be gifting this eagle, turkey, vulture thing, rooster to somebody. Yeah. There's so much, I'll use my pop can shopping buggy here to clean up the wood. There's so much more work behind chainsaw carving than people actually know, like, especially if you don't have a big area. Now, Judy and Scott used to burn this firewood, but since they moved out, the farmer just wants me to take it down by the barn and put it on the old wood pile, because he's gonna, maybe this year or next year, he wants to start really cleaning up around the farm. So we'll see. But anyways, I'll get this all done, then I'll pull the piece in, and you guys can see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. This one I'm gonna take a picture of, send it to the lady for the store. She asked me for a bigger one. Anyways, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt, sprain your thumb. Can anybody guess what it's gonna be? I kind of just do what I want to do. I don't really like doing commissions, but I will if I have to pay the bills. This piece is like 200 pounds. Nah, yeah, probably about 200 pounds. Western red cedar. It's cut off of on my last video that I did for Tyler's chair. So this is going to be a tiki down here. Let me see if this thing's, let me get this camera better. Okay, so you guys can see what I did today. You know, that eagle, I don't know if you guys are able to see that eagle. You know, I'm somewhat happy with this part up. I could carve a tree and put it right here so it hides down here, so the tree's like up to here. I still might do that. And then people aren't, because even the caterpillar owls and stuff that I carve that are really thin on the bottom, people don't notice. They don't notice. So if I carved a tree, look at that. If I cut this off and put that right in there with a thicker thing, how would you even see down here unless you went around and looked? Do you know what I mean? Like a thicker thing. Anyways, this, I hope this is filming. I hate doing voiceovers. So this piece, let's see here. I don't know how long, like, it's going to be like a standing bar, right? So people can sit there and chill out. I'm 5'10" and a half, 0.3. So, but I'll have to Google how high bars are, like standing bars. But this is 44 inches high, like almost 4 feet. 44 inches high, 2 feet wide, and the thickness is 11 inches across the top. So I'm going to carve a big tiki on this. Might have to be a couple video series. Tiki on this whole face. I'll probably use my projector to project it on to cut it. It's just easier to use a projector to make everything more equal on both sides. You can find a drawing outline of a tiki. And then I'll cut up one of these slabs for the top bar part. So that's the next thing. Hope you guys can learn from my mistakes on those. Thumb feels better. I think I just bruised a knuckle. Hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes with that eagle. I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna freaking get a tree. I'm gonna get a tree in here. See, look. See? See? The laziest man has the best ideas. It will be a thinner tree. And if this stalk was thicker, then You won't even see that, this part here. See you later. Thanks everybody for all the support and everything. Carbon Fusion, over out. Next video will be a tiki bar. Don't shit your pants.